Hey, welcome back to Whoosh. It's me, Louie. Today we're doing something I've done a little bit in the past, but I'm really excited to find two of these, so I'll be doing two videos on them. They are Magic Chaos Boxes from Walmart. I'll do this one today and this one another day. Kind of doing this as a makeup for the Avatar pre-release going missing as a file that I talked about in my last video where I discussed collecting original art instead. I think that's a really kind of cool thing to do. So if you haven't checked that out and you like original comic book art and the comic book artists, go check that out. Some of them are contributing to Magic nowadays and all of that. So it's really, really cool. So I'm excited to get into this and see what we get for packs. So again, I believe I said this one today, this one next time. If not, well, we're going to change it up and do this one today and this one next time. So let's go see. All right, Magic Chaos Box. Let's get this bad boy open. Scissors are man's best friend sometimes. All right, 5 packs, $25. Let's see what we pulled. Let's see what our packs are. I know some people like to slow roll the packs, but I'm gonna say we take a look at them first. We have a Phyrexia All Will Be One, an Aether Drift Box Topper, a Duskmourn, a Bloomburrow, an Edge of Eternities, and a Murders at Karlov. Then we have a promo of Hulking Raptor, Ward 2 at the beginning of your first main phase. Add 2 green. So, not a bad start. I think we saved the box topper for the end. It's kind of cool to have gotten one of those. We'll open that up after the first one. So let's start with ones I'm least excited for to most excited. I think we'll do Murders at Karlov, Bloomburrow, Duskmourn, Edge of Eternities, and Phyrexia All Will Be One. And I like that Phyrexia All Will Be One as a set booster, not a draft booster. So that's a nice little perk there. So yeah, let's get started. Murder at Karlov. This is actually the set that was out around the time I first started playing, and I know I've mentioned it on here before. That I collected the Lord of the Rings stuff, the Dungeons and Dragons sets, both Baldur's Gate and Adventures in the Forgotten Realm, as well as the Kamigawa Neon Dynasty set, mostly D&D because I was really into playing D&D at the time. The Kamigawa Neon Dynasty because the art in that is just amazing. And then the Lord of the Rings because I love the Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit's my favorite book, and I cannot wait for the Hobbit set to come out, even though there's some issue with the art. But let's see. We get a Shavrin art. Ivan Shavrin. Okay. Artist card. That's actually pretty cool. That is pretty cool. All right. So let's see what else we get in the back. We get a Swamp. Oh, an on-the-job foil. Lost in Maze. Got a leg up. Hurried. I don't think there's going to be much else in here, but Shock is always a good staple card to have. Makeshift Binding, Riftburst Hellion, Macabre Reconstruction, and a Market Watch Phantom. Okay, cool. I mean, the on the job does look nice. I don't think it's worth a whole lot because it's a common and foil, but the frame is cool. Karlov really struggles on that front in the first place there. So, is what it is. I'm going to change it up. I'm going to go over to Duskmourn. I think I like Bloomburrow a little bit more than Duskmourn, but let's see what we pull from Duskmourn, shall we? Got our token. We get a Friendly Teddy, Mountain, Unidentified Hover Ship. Flying when unidentified hover ship enters, exile up to 1 target creature with toughness 5 or less. When unidentified hover ship leaves the battlefield, the exiled card's owner manifests dread. Crew 1. That's not terrible, actually. It's funny that it's aliens. Aliens are always intriguing to me, so it's cool. Twitching Doll. Add 1 mana of any color. Put an S counter on Twitching Doll.
Sacrifice Twitching Doll. Create a 2/2 green spider creature token with reach for each counter on Twitching Doll. Activate only as a sorcery. Vengeful Possession. I don't think we're going to see any super cool style arts there. But the Nesting Doll might go really good in my Joel and Ellie Last of Us deck. So not mad about that. Again, $25 and you get 5 packs. That's already pretty solid, to be honest. So, I mean, $5 a pack isn't bad. I think Phyrexia All Will Be One is more than that as it is. So that's pretty cool. Let's go to Bloomburrow. We got Treasure. Huskburster Swarm. Full Art Island. Fountain Court. Tap for a colorless. Pay 2, sacrifice token, draw a card. That'd be really good in my Joel. Pay 3 and tap, pay 1 life, create a 1/1 blue fish creature token, and pay 4, tap, create a treasure token. That's going to have to go on my Joel and Ellie as well. Builder's Talent. I don't think there's much else. There's the Banner of Kinship, if it's in here. That's worth something, but it does not seem like we have one in there. So, yeah, I think this is really going to help build out my Last of Us deck, which is pretty awesome. Over to Edge of Eternities. Can we pull an Ancient Tomb? I'm not confident, but I'm also not going to be upset if we do. So let's find out. Perigi Beckoner. Mission, Starport Security. Everyone Skycrawler. Celeste Display. Halia Ascendant. Skyrock. We got a Power Depot. Love these lands in this set. Ooh, Tezzeret Cruel Captain. That's a pretty big hit, I'm pretty sure. I will check and confirm after, but I'm pretty sure Tezzeret Cruel Captain is a decently sized hit from that set. Or at least it was at one point, I'm pretty sure. Again, bear with me, but I'm pretty sure it was. And lastly, Phyrexia All Will Be One. Let's see. What do we get from this? Gitaxian Raptor. Loaded Contaminator. Bonepicker Scourge. I think that's really going to be it from that. Though I do love the Phyrexia stuff. Basilica Skull Bomb. Zealot's Conviction. Duels to the Deep Faith. Sawblade Scamp. Ruthless Predation. Oh, nice. Very nice. A Phyrexian Plane. That is awesome. Love those. And we get an art card. So that is pretty sweet. I do love that Phyrexian Plane, though. How beautiful is that? Oh, so nice. All right. We are down to our last thing, which is an Aether Drift Box Topper. I know a lot of people don't love these, but it was basically a throw-in since I already opened 5 packs, so... Alright, let's see. We get the Finisher Foil Swamp and Glodian Triumph Caster. Human Pilot. So I don't think it's going to be worth too much, but the Finish Line foils are harder to get, obviously, because they're in the box toppers. But yeah, that was cool. That was a nice little bonus, though, to get those. Again, I know they're not loved for the style of them, but still cool to have one. So I'm not mad. That's pretty sweet, honestly. So let me know in the comments whether you think this was worth picking up or not. And I'm excited to see. I have one more to open with all of you, so we'll see if we can break even there too.